All right, on today's 30-minute mechanic, we're going to continue the tear down of our small block Ford here. So buckle up, let's go. Okay, before I get too far along in this deal, I'm gonna turn that crank. See if I can turn the crank around to where the timing marks are lined up. The timing marks are lined up so it's top dead center, and we're firing on number one. Number one's gonna be right back here, so it's got a little ways to turn. I don't know if I can get a wrench down in here. It's gonna be the trick, probably. What's happening? I think I got a shorter extension, one of those old nubby ones. Thought I had the right stuff. Had the wrong stuff. Yeah, no, that fits. Should be easy to turn over because we don't have any plugs in it. We're getting close. Timing pointer ain't the best, but it'll work. Where in the heck is the mark? But there it is. It was like I thought we marked it with a Sharpie. Well, we did. It's right there. Okay. Okay, motors at TDC on one. I always like to do that just so everything's set, and so I can pull the distributor out, and then I don't have any I know where the distributor needs to go back in that way, where it needs to drops in points, everything's cool. One thing we can do while we're here, one other little thing I'm going to do on this rig, that's going to leak some coolant, is put I'm going to change the thermostat. It's got 190, I think 190 or 195 degree thermostat in it. So I would like to put like a 180 in it. 190 is okay, but that just seems a little hot for, running turbo stuff and whatnot. I'm going to go ahead and just take this upper radiator hose off so it's not obstructing me. Side's off, and that side is off. What is it? Never underestimate the power of the tiny screwdriver. There it goes. Okay, distributor is disconnected right there. La 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 la. Trying to eyeball this wiring harness to see what how the wiring harness can be moved. So, where it goes, so maybe we can, you know, pull it loose and move it out of the way. Come on, get out of there. That one doesn't want to come out either. Oh, hello. Okay, the connector's busted, so okay. I'm not completely stupid, just partially stupid. Okay. Now let's get some of these injectors. Okay, that harness, it goes down. Well, it goes down here. I really wish there was a plug somewhere that we could disconnect it somewhere. Not looking that way. Maybe a situation where we just have to work around it. I don't know. Like I said, I really want to get that. Really want to get this piping that goes in here for the heater hoses. I mean, it looks like a neat idea to do it that way. But man, it's right there in the way of everything. Just clogs up the works there. And I think I can probably, you know, if I just had rubber hoses from here going up there, you know, I could move them out of the way or whatever. I mean, if they lay across the top of the valve cover, that's not a big deal. The way this is, it's really kind of hard to deal with there. Just not going to be fun to. I don't even know how they bolt on there. Are they even bolted on there? Is it just sitting there? I think it's bolted on. Yep, right there on the intake manifold. Right there and right there. And it's screwed into the intake manifold there. Holy smokes. Yep, it's gonna take some reconfiguring, but you know what? That's 100% okay with me. And while we're here, let's just put us a little mark right there. And that's where our rotor's pointed. I don't know if I can ever get this bolt out. And I think I got it. Got it. Hold down's out. Distributor is coming out. Oh, great. Some genius. Genius didn't put the retainer on the oil pump drive. Hey, look at that though. It says ARP. There's a leaf or something about to fall in there. Actually, I'm just going to leave that out. And we'll try to stick it back in, maybe with the distributor when it goes back in. Gosh, really? Okay, let's take some more hoses loose. Take that guy loose. Little bypass hose. And I hate it. I hate it when hose clamps do that. That one loose. This one loose. And just slip it down around the corner there. Probably need a big screwdriver to help encourage those to come off. There it goes. See what I'm doing there? I'm just taking the edge of the screwdriver up against the edge of the hose to just kind of break it loose and pull it off. Okay, that one's off. Bypass hose. Maybe. Gosh. Come on. Okay, bypass hose is bypassed. Now, I wonder if I can squeezy clamp those squeezy clamps. Get those loose back there. These are not my favorite things to deal with. I've told y'all that before. Not at all. Yikes. I guess they work, but they're hard to deal with sometimes. And those don't want to move. But they're it's probably gonna leak a little coolant out there. Ooh, it may leak a lot of coolant. Huh. I guess maybe that pipe is probably still full. I guess it really doesn't matter. If it drips on the floor, I've already got coolant on the floor, so just go ahead and knock it off. Gosh, hose, come on. Get off. There it goes. There it goes. Okay, we're off and we're dumping a little bit of coolant out back there. Great. That is not a 7/16. That's a half. Yep. Oh my gosh. That's a half too. Really? They're right next to each other. Why do I have two halves on that? Not anymore. 7/16. Grief. Visually checked it this time. instead of just guessing. Valve cover 1 off. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of, look at there. Got a little bit of milkshake going on, so I guess it did probably get it worse than I thought. Okay. Yep. That's okay. Spotted it on the valve cover right there and went, uh-oh. But we've been there before. We've dealt with balloon head gaskets. Like I said, our 83, we probably went through three sets of gaskets on it. It, crud. Never see that again. We had gasket troubles with it just because the deck surface on the block was not very good. No, deck surface on the block. Yeah, the block. That block had, when I disassembled it, it had 3 head bolts that were broke off in the block on that side of the engine. So I ended up drilling them out, and tapping them to a larger size, to 7/16. No, half. These are 7/16. Tapped it to a half, and I put a stud in each one of those holes. And it worked okay in A, but after a while, under boost, it would lose seal at cylinder number 3. This side actually is not milkshakied, so it may not. It may just be from, I don't know, may just be from condensation. There's a little bit. We'll get that out. Gasket out. Clean those up before we put them back in there. Okie dokie. We are close to, see that harness there? We're close to having the intake where we can get it off. See that side of the harness? Just flop back out of the way over here. Maybe. May have to get a zip tied out of the way so it's not interfering with me. I really wonder if I took out the 2 bolts, took out these 2 bolts, if I could just loosen this guy and not have to take that pulley off, I just keep loosening and have that whole front flop out of the way. But before I do that, I got to get that off of there. And I think that's a 5/8. Come on. Get our water temperature sensor, not sensor, our sender for our mechanical gauge. Get it out of the way. I wonder what size these are. I kind of feel like maybe 5/8. Can't get into that. Metal. Oh my gosh, that's so loud. One bolt. It is surprisingly oily. Where does that go? Oh, I guess that's probably power steering. Power steering fluid from when that thing was all leaky. Yep, I can smell it now. My buddy Jonathan was like, hey, why don't you just pull the motor out? Oh, brother. No. I mean, literally, it wouldn't be too big of a deal to do that, but then it was the same length. Yep. But yeah, don't want to get that far. Get that far in. There's a bolt. The bolt right there. That thing may be too long to. Is that a 5/8? That sure doesn't fit. It's not a halfer. After all that. And it's not even the right size. How many 5/8 wrenches do I have? Every one I pulled out was 5/8. 5/8, 5/8, 5/8. That is not. Wow. Screws in, screws out. I mean, I spent half my life turning bolts the wrong direction. I'm double checking there. Get into position here. Prepare for the bolt to slip. Because it probably will. Good gravy. Okay. I think that's our answer. We got to take the... Oh my gosh. We're going to have to take the pulley off. Okay, so next, not going to mess with that. Pulling the pulley off right this moment. Want to get some more things extracted here. There's one harness that goes... Actually, if I just kind of tuck that over there, you can probably get a... Probably see. Kind of took that harness and set it up on top of the... Set up on top of the intake there. You can kind of see how grungy the intake manifold bolts are. I think those are 1/2 inch. Just so happen to have a 1/2 inch socket right here. That is tighter than that little guy can handle. Here's the big one. Hello, impact. Where'd you go? You're yellow. You shouldn't be this hard. You're greenish, yellowish. Shouldn't be this hard to find. My word. All right, I could stand right over there and I could quite literally see every Ryobi tool I own, with the exception of this one. Well, that wasn't tight. Manifold. Getting all the bolts. All the manifold bolts are out of this side. And I can't Can't get that dude in there. Can't see that one. Yeah, I can. Oh, that was nothing. Bolt out. That one, I mean, good grief, we may have just lost an intake gasket or something silly like that. Because, man, we're going to put head gaskets in it anyways, but those guys were not tight. I cannot get this one to come out. Don't know if my... Yep. Come on, where you at? Oops. And one back. I mean, really? How are you supposed to get to that one? Probably with a regular socket, which I just had. I just had it. Oh, it's on the... Yep. It was on the little impact. Yeah, that one's tight. These other ones weren't very tight. That one is. Come on. How long is this bolt? Come on. Can't get anything out. Not any longer than the other one. Guess that looks like a... That almost looks like a metric. Well, maybe not. Okay, I got one more right there that doesn't want to come out because it's underneath that sensor. Okay, I finally found the socket and extension. Now I can't find the wrench. Does this happen to anybody else? I mean, what? I just had it. Oh, there it is. On the cowl. I don't. Golly. They're trying to make up for all the other bolts. I think with this one, I better not do that. Let's back up here and take that water temperature sensor out of there. No idea what size it is, but it's kind of big. Is it that big? I don't know what that is. It's bigger than that. That's 15/16. Really? It's not bigger than this. Just go ahead and take this dude. It's got to come out anyways. So we're going to take it out so we can get straight down on that dude right there. We're going to use, not asking, I'm telling. Holy smokes, maybe not. Okay. Wow. That step up my game here a little bit. This thing's probably going to break off. Come on. Eeh. Which, I mean, sucks, but we'll have the head off. We can fix it. What's that saying? Every project's just one broken bolt away from. One 10-minute project's just one broken bolt away from being all day. I think I have it whipped. And while I've been working on this, I've been thinking, I think I'm just going to take the fuel rail off of the intake. Whew. Because I want to clean the intake up because it's pretty grungy. I'm going to clean it up somewhat. Flick all that dirt or other direction. And I'll have to take the fuel rail off anyways. So I might as well not even mess with the connections. Hose connections right here. We'll just take out our bolts. Boop, boop, boop. Flop that dude over here. And move some things over here. I brought my little table over. Now next is I don't know. Not that size. Let's see. It would help. Oh man, that's so much better. Fuel rail. Number one. What? Really? One bolt is this size. The next one is this size. One's got a 10mm head. One's got an 8mm head. Those are both 8, I think. My desire is to have the intake manifold off by today. That is my desire. Let's take that guy, flop it back that way. We've had this off before. Ooh. Yeah, the fuel rail is going to have fuel in it, dummy. Good grief. Yep. Oh well. It'll just mix with the coolant on the floor. That fuel rail is out of the way-ish. Once it kind of dries, maybe we can hang it up there out of the way. Once all this kind of goes away. Hooray! Okay. Think Daryl never got that bolt out of there. That would cause problems. Little bolt. Is there a bolt head under there? Yep. I think there is. How in the heck do you get through that? Surely there's not. Yeah, there is. What? As you can tell, a lot of this stuff with me in this car, it's kind of learn as I go here. Yeah. And since I'm going to definitely going to change this deal up, I may just get out my favorite pry bar and well, say I'm gonna pry on up. There we go. There, that's not how I would have designed that. Nope. This. Maybe that'll reach. Oh, that wasn't very tight either. Okay, so I think that's all the intake manifold bolts. Oh my gosh. What is going on? Look like a daggum mouse nest. I think I got all the manifold bolts here. And all the manifold bolts over there. We should be good to stick a screwdriver into the lip in the front and whoop, pop it up and make a big mess. They use the rubber seals. Yeah, that was not super tight there. Okay. See if I can get this off without destroying my back. We're dropping 900 pounds of stuff into the engine. Come on, let go my ego. Come on, there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Yep, you got a pretty good view of it. Let's look around. See what we got. Hydraulic roller, and we knew that much. Dropped quite a bit of dirt right in there. Well, I get some paper towels. Just use this whole roll up. Let me pop them. I'm just gonna tuck these guys in right underneath there for a moment. So while I'm monkeying with this, I don't drop a bunch of more dirt in there. Ugh, I hate those things. Little end seals. They just go into the motor looking for a way to die. Okay. Awesome. All right. It's been a while. I guess it's been a while since I've looked inside a small block Ford under the valve cover and really paid attention, but it's kind of funny to me that you can take the heads off without even taking the rockers loose. Because you can get sockets in there. That is disgusting. Okay. That makes me happy. Looking good. Now, I'm kind of curious. I wonder if I can get one of them intake gaskets off. I'm kind of curious to what gasket is on here. I ordered some intake gaskets, but I wonder if one of these will come off of that. Hey, look at that. All right, let's get a number on it. $903.61. I ordered some intake gaskets along with my head gaskets. These heads look, I mean, the ports in these heads look kind of big. Maybe they're regular size. You know what? I just keep knocking more dirt right down in there. That's dumb. See, look, there's Goon Pucky right there. Okay, quick look at what we've gotten done today. Valve cover's off. Intake is off. Distributor is out. We set the motor at top dead center on number 1. Fired on number 1. That way we can put everything back together. Make it easy to put everything back together. Kind of dirty, kind of grungy on the outside. We'll get stuff cleaned up. We figured out we're going to have to take this off because I can't get the bolt loose behind it. That's not a big deal. Jonathan's got a cool puller. Intake ports look pretty decent. Yeah, kind of surprised it. They're bigger than I think they should look. Maybe they're the right size, but whatever. They look plenty big for what we're doing. So good progress today. Next episode we'll probably try to go ahead and take the turbo off because I'm gonna mess with the header flange a little bit to make it easier to get the spark plugs in and out. So shouldn't be a big deal. Return line, feed line, bracket, V-band, turbo's out. We'll pull it off that deal right there, and it'll be out of the way too. That'll make it easier to get that alternator bracket pulled forward. So overall, a good day in the shop. Yep. All right. That's going to do it for today. I just kind of gave you the rundown of everything we did. So it's looking good. I'm excited about where we're at. Parts should be showing up in the next day or so. Gaskets in particular. Figured out what number of gaskets that were on here. It looked like just a Felpro, so whatever. Make sure you check the description and go check out my friends' YouTube channels. They got some cool content, and spend a few hours browsing what they have. So that'll do it for today. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, ring the bell, and we'll see you next time. Bye.